Derivatives trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
So stressful when the world's on fire. Good God. I can't look at this, guys. Like, my strategy is you buy it and you hope that you got a good spot. Yeah, but we all think you're crazy. You don't fight this. No way. The markets are freaking out and you don't think that anything is wrong? Come back tomorrow and I'll lose it all. Should be fun.
Good morning, everybody. So we got jobless claims coming up here in just a moment. Looking for a reading of 235 versus a previous reading of 240, and the number is... that looks like it's probably a little higher than anticipated, but I am not getting the number yet. Okay, 247 versus 235. Okay, well, let's come into the charts here then. We are a good amount higher than we were yesterday. Yesterday ended up being a pretty big move up off of those PMIs and the ADP number. Pretty much all of the data has been pointing to a weak non-farms number. Well, you can never be too sure with non-farms, but I think that that's probably the primary reason why we seem to be moving up here on the treasuries. I really wouldn't think that it's too significant until we get back up into this range and when we get into the 112s. So still got a ways to go. Here's the S&P 500, pretty flat past day or two. Oil kind of the same, so you're starting to get this, hey, we're not going to do anything until non-farms, right? Well, gold having a little bit of a run overnight. Silver, holy shnikes. That's insane. Like, this move in silver was cray-cray. To get another one like that today, something big is going on in silver. Wow. Copper also really jumping up there. That's even more interesting that copper is doing that. And the Japanese yen. Well, Japanese yen jumping on this news here with the treasuries. But I would say that we're starting to form a little bit of a range. And the dollar, maybe a little bit of a longer term downtrend. I sure have been seeing a lot of discussion, though. I'm actually kind of thinking that there might be a long here in the dollar. There's so many people talking about it. And from what I can see, yeah, it's down a lot, but that's only because it was up a lot before the tariff wars. So I think that there's probably a lot of institutional hedge funds short the dollar on various trades that, if the dollar were able to make a meaningful move up, would squeeze them. So I'm very, very wary because I'm seeing all the retail traders, everybody trashing the dollar when what has happened is really not that significant. And Bitcoin's still just kind of settling there around 105. All right, so I am still behind like I have been all this week. So we're going to try and eat this really, really fast. And we got some interesting things to do today. Oh, stay tuned. I think it's going to be interesting. You know, I never logged onto my computer yesterday to like restart everything. So that meant that I never disabled the algorithm to go back and turn on the things that prevent it from being in during news and so forth. So it took a long before the news. It didn't quite get its target. It's still in it. Interesting. Uzi says all the 1 day to expiration Treasury futures options volume is pretty stacked on the call side. Tell me, how much volume is there overall across all strikes in the 1 day to expiration Treasury futures options volume? How much volume is there compared to the main instrument? ZN, we're getting to 615,000. What's the options? Okay. Does it not tell you all of them? Okay, maybe then like the most popular strike. Let's see here. Most popular strike for ZN right now is 111.08 with 13.3k call volume, unless it's over 50k. Not much value. Yeah, 13.3k. Now, if they're 1 day to expiration, the open interest is higher. That means that they took that open interest yesterday. In which case, they're actually more open interest. Well, not more open interest, but almost as much open interest at 111.5. That's interesting. So 111.16, which we're not getting to. Yeah, it could have been a few days ago. I think those numbers make sense. Those numbers make sense. But you're saying a lot more calls than puts. That also makes sense. But I mean, I wonder how much of a, if we're coming in here and we're looking at a chart, right? And for the past, past 2 weeks we've been up. Then I would expect there to be more interest in calls than puts, right? So I wish I had some sort of like relative measure, you know what I mean? To say, like, what is the put to call ratio? Here it is right here, 0.77. Put call open interest ratio, 0.92. What is it normally? Like, I would love to see a graph. I would love to see a graph of put call premium ratio for 1 day to expiration options put up against the chart of the full treasury, Yeah, volume is going to be since the session started. Open interest values are going to have since the close yesterday. I guess I just didn't think that very much volume happened in that stuff outside of the... Okay, so wait. Trump tweeting something? I didn't... Oh, that's really weird. Okay, so the headline is that Trump and Xi are holding a call, according to Chinese state media. And there was a little bit of a sell-off there on that, which doesn't really make much sense to me. But it also doesn't really make much sense to me that the market is reacting to that headline. Because Donald Trump has been talking about how they're going to have a call like all week. So I think that this is a case of algorithms being stupid. Okay, well, hasn't quite recovered it, but doing okay. Okay, so there's something I'm seeing in the news that is not necessarily super relevant to the market, but I'm super perplexed by. Okay, can anybody explain this to me? Democrats spent $20 million trying to study young men and why young men are not voting Democrat. And now I am seeing all of this stuff about that the report is out and everybody's laughing at the conclusions. You spend $20 million and all you get is like a report. How is a report worth $20 million? Explain that to me. They really, political parties in the US spend $20 million for a report that like ChatGPT probably could have written? Uzi says DEI money. I mean, I think that's a really good theory, honestly, because it doesn't make sense that you would pay a consultant $20 million and then they give you a report 1 month later, right? Like if I'm going to spend $20 million on a report or something, or research or something, at least let them have a year or something like that, right? ChatGPT probably did write it, though. Are you kidding? Well, maybe people are misreporting it, right? Like maybe it's not really the full results of that research or something, you know? Okay, Ground Driver, what do you make of the Bank of Japan selling off a large chunk of treasuries? What is your preferred source of treasury market info / data? Okay, so we don't know yet. We still don't know. Towards the end, I think it's towards the end of this month, there is a report that comes out monthly that basically gives us an idea of how much different foreign entities are buying or selling treasuries. Like we can see the change in foreign holdings. And then we'll get a clear idea of who has been selling the treasuries. However, I would bet that Japan has sold. It's probably very likely that in the past 2 months, Japan has net sold, simply because they're having pretty significant issues in their own markets, in their own bond markets, and are probably selling off treasuries in order to have the liquidity to deal with it. So I don't know if that is like the primary driver of what's been happening. I kind of suspect that what you're going to see is a lot of different foreign entities selling, and probably a little bit of like A2 euro. Like I kind of wonder if the one that has been creating the most disruption through all of this trade war stuff has actually been Europe. because every action that I've seen from Europe has throughout all of this has kind of been, and these are supposed to be our friends? What? But we'll see. We don't really know yet. Like, if you're seeing people say that it's Japan or China or whatever, they're just speculating. We don't know. There is a report, though, that will tell us. And I don't know when exactly it comes out, but when it comes out, we'll talk about it for sure. Orange lady is speaking. I probably should be watching, but you know, we need to keep gathering clips for LaGuard's greatest hits for when she retires, right? Because she says some entertaining stuff sometimes. Book thinned out. Well, doesn't look very good for our algo, does it? It hasn't quite gotten a signal short, but it is a little bit underwater. And we were saying the book thinned out. The resting liquidity at some of these prices looks okay, but especially these inside prices, like up to 08, they're kind of pulled. It does seem to me that China headline resulted in enough volatility that some market makers decided to not provide liquidity in that area. Like, just straight up, they're not even going to put it on there. So that's a very interesting dynamic. I don't know. That's one that really makes me not want to trade it, but I don't know. You have to wonder, though. I mean, there was that whole China headline, but it may just be because of things Liquard is saying, or at least the liquidity might be a little suspect because the ECB is currently speaking. I don't know. Okay, well, so anyways, we got some work to do here today. I only given myself an hour here. That sucks. But yesterday, I went and looked into the CR charts thing, and they got back to me. Speculators set status for service package to 12 integrated advanced NBO till 2025-09-04. So wait, is that just the name of their package, or did they give me data too? Did they just give me MBO data until September? I guess let's go find out. See, I told you it would be interesting, huh? I have to enable each symbol. Well, I think I have to install it first, right? Oh, I see. To avoid an interruption, activate a service package for automatic renewal here. Okay, so if I'm okay with it expiring in September, I don't need to do anything there. Getting started. Software download. There we go. It's only 9.6 megabyte package? That's crazy. Let's see here. It wants to install to the root directory. I guess that's okay. Run program after install. Okay. There was a good amount there to trade it at 0.5 half, but it has been kind of slippery. Press the close button. Let's see here. Login. Does that work? Oh, I was pulling stuff on the other screen. Okay. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Wait. Why is it opening so much shit? Why is it? Can I let's see here. Pulling up a message log over here. Holy crap. Close all chart books. Well, I was actually looking for, like, can I save this workspace and then just open a new workspace? Because maybe there's a good reason that they gave me 1 trillion chart books here. I don't know. Maybe I opened these up last time that we were doing Sierra charts. I don't know. It's been a few years, but I have used it before. All right, fine. Close all chart books. No. Okay. Cool. I'll close that message log too. He wants me to go to find symbol. No, those are spreads. Zn. And let's see here. We want ZNU, don't we? Yeah, ZNU. September 2025. Open Trading DOM. Okay. Okay. Wait, is it, ooh. Oh, that's TN. It's probably ZN isn't actually CBOT. There it is. ZN. ZNU. One 11050. So I do think it's probably delayed data, huh? It says delayed up there. Okay, that's fine though. Open intraday chart maybe? Says waiting to download historical intraday data. What about a historical chart? Okay. I forgot how frustrating navigating and finding things in Sierra charts can be.
Order filled.
Did it finally go short? It did. Oh no, it took the full stop. Is what happened there. That sucks. Well, there's an example of it happening. I've always kind of thought it would be weird for it to go all the way to the stop and never get an imbalance, but it happened. Okay, I guess what I'm looking for here. So first of all, this intraday chart for some reason is not, it says waiting to download historical intraday data. So I don't know what the deal is there. But what I would like to see is something that shows me that MBO data. That's the only studies it comes with? Would it be possible to... I probably don't need to. I probably can just... All right. He's going to send me his settings. No, I don't see it. Maybe it's because... It's over here? Here it is. Okay, but where do I save it? Or do I... It is not something you can just open in a text file. What does he mean by drop it in your data file? Much work. Oh, I think that you could probably just ask it questions right now, but file. What, you want me to click file? Is that? Probably be easier if you just listed out the whole step instead of trying to go piecemeal. But I guess not everybody's as fast of a typer as I am. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Data. Okay. So I think that I'm not 100% sure from your screenshot here, but I think you're saying it's in documents. No, or maybe it is. Maybe it's just in Sierra chart data. Nice. Okay. So my new squawk is saying that traders are no longer pricing another ECB rate cut this year. So it sounds like that the speech has changed the market's expectations of what the ECB will do at least, and that is probably why the treasuries are selling. But because it is bonds in other places, maybe that's why we never really got a strong enough change in ZN to have triggered a short. Oh, look, it does show me the intraday data now. Bravo, bravo. Ah, that gives me more studies. Hey, Sierra Charts has a spread built into it. I don't think they had that last time I looked. Okay. Click File. Open chart book. Set.crt. Open. Ooh. Okay. So, what is P/S? Pull/stacking? And what would B/AB? Bid/ask. I see. I don't like the way that you do this, but... And I don't see any MBO. There's not any MBOs out there right now, huh? So it doesn't prove to me if the MBO is... if I have the data or not. Now you have to enable MBO? Okay, where do I do that? That's kind of crazy to me that you have to enable it. Wait, can I right click here and go... Symbol? Chart settings? Symbol.
Order submitted.
Edit global settings symbol. ZN CBOT supports market depth. Supported. Forward market depth data. Wait, does it really record it? I'm going to be a little bit upset if I find out that all of this stuff that I've been writing custom indicators for in NinjaTrader is built into Sierra charts. Minimum market by order quantity. $102.98. What am I setting to that? Or maybe a message got cut. No. See symbol, edit global symbol settings, 102.98. I wish that there was like a description of what's this empty column for? You know what's going through my head right now as I'm doing this is like, you know what? Maybe it would have been better if I had just been all Sierra charts all along, because people would be so confused by this interface. They would constantly be coming in and asking me questions about where things are. And by this point, I would know the software, like the back of my hand. He says yes. Okay. Oh, number of depth levels. You're saying number of depth levels 100. And minimum market by order depth levels 298. Which I assume is just a... Okay, click OK. Did I do it? I don't see a change over here. Disconnect from data and reconnect? Okay. Save all. We'll call it Seth 2. Save. Okay. Oh. Disconnect. Connect to data feed. There's the open. must have done something wrong because I would expect more things to show up under this B/A column, huh? Maybe I should just restart the platform? No, click data/trade service settings. Here. Yeah, we're trying to we're going to try and make the inventory cost basis in CR charts. But I might do some other things first if this is really, if I'm really getting MBO data, and I haven't proven that yet. Current should be all services. How do I do that? Or do I click A? Who knows what A and C stand for? There's not an all. Maximum time in cells, depth levels. Generic. The symbol setting window. Okay. Let's find ZN. There it is. ZN. Question number. CBOT. These values stuck. Historical data source, external historical data service. It's a borderline MS-DOS. Click yes for record market depth data. Okay. I messed up. I want to click custom and yes, yeah? Or are you talking about something else? He says click OK. Then I'm assuming he's going to say disconnect and reconnect, right? Save all. Can I just go reconnect? Let's just try the reconnect. Could some of this be the settings on the study itself? Studies? What do you got on here? Cumulative delta bars. Study price overlay. Previous day VA lines. VWAP. Error loading. So probably some custom one that I don't have. Calc order. What's this one? Calc order. Okay, go to trade. Trade, customize chart DOM columns. Where were we seeing trade? Trade service settings? Next to global settings. Oh, I see. Trade, customize. Oh, there we go. Trade, customize chart DOM columns. Custom title. Add bid market orders column. Bid market orders column. Apply. Well, it did add something. Yeah. Even though it's not showing anything underneath of it. Remove it. It is delayed data, yes. But even if it's delayed data, I should still see that it is MBO data, right? Like it should still. Will I not get MBOs with delayed data? That's sad. Very sad. What is the point in it having, well, yeah, I can't replay it either. Well, because I wanted to see if I could make something that detected stops. Maybe I can just give it to you. Let's see. I don't think I need that. Was putting that column up and not seeing anything kind of show you that, oh, it must not work with market by order data. Oh, let me read a little bit of documentation here. This says, go to global settings, Sierra chart server settings. And make sure that the option subscribe market by order data. When market depth subscribe to yes. Select OK. Update the symbol settings. Hold on. Global settings, symbol settings. Press update from server. When the update is complete, click OK. Reconnect. Hey. Hey. Now stuff shows up in that bid MK. So maybe I do get MBO data, huh? Wait, let's see what this says. Bid, market orders, ask, market orders column, combined. The combined bid ask market, it can not be used at the same time. Oh, that's funny. Oh. You got it now. Trade columns and remove the green line. Don't know what that means. Oh, sorry. It was trade, customize. There we go. Why does it make it green? I hate that. Oh, well. Okay, so after 48 minutes, what we did is we confirmed that I do get delayed market by order data. Lovely. Okay. I removed. I don't know. I already changed it. Let's not. Don't worry about it. So we only got like 10 minutes, right? And you know, won't be able to mess with it at work. But you know, we can be a little bit more prepared tomorrow. Well, maybe tomorrow's not a good time. Monday, a little bit more prepared Monday to set things up if you want to show me. But that doesn't really matter too much. I don't really care at the moment that I have a chart that I can like really trade with and make sense to me or anything like that. I just wanted to see that I have MBO. That does it. Now I want to see in the documentation. You know what? So you were talking about ChatGPT earlier. I think I could get it to do this. In Sierra Charts API when programming custom, I don't know what we would call it. Doing custom programming. What properties do I get to look at for MBO data events? Provide references in their documentation. Now it's going to search the web for us. Okay, in Sierra Charts Advanced Custom Study Interface and Language, market by order data is available through the sc.market depth structure, which provides detailed information about the order book. To handle MBO data events, you can utilize the sc market depth structure's properties and manage updates effectively. The sc.market depth structure includes several properties that are pertinent. Market depth array contains the market depth data, including individual orders at each price level. Market depth update array stores updates to the market depth, such as additions or removals of orders. Market depth update count indicates the number of updates in the market depth update array. Market depth update index tracks the index of the last processed update, ensuring that updates are handled. Handling MBO data updates. Ensure that the market depth array is initialized and ready to receive, process, update sequentially. Use market depth update count and market depth update index to process each update in the correct order. For each update, modify the market depth array to reflect the changes in the order book. Handle different event types. Differentiate between events such as order additions, cancellations, or modifications. And update the order book accordingly. ASCSIL. What the heck? The page that ChatGPT links me to doesn't exist. C++ stuff. What is this acronym? Advanced Custom Study Interface and Language. ACSIL. ACSIL Market Depth. Historical market depth data. Where is the market depth update? This is going to take a lot of searching, man. So ChatGPT gave me, okay, your market depth updates in ACSIL no longer works. Defunct documentation. Ah. of course, it says, oh, actually, you're right. It doesn't work that way anymore. Accessing market depth entries. Utilize functions like get bid market depth entry at level and get ask market depth entry at level to retrieve market depth entries at specific levels. For historical market depth, use the depth bars, which provides an interface for accessing market depth data bars. Wait. Sierra Chart does not provide real-time market depth updates through ACSIL. To monitor market depth changes in real time, consider using the Sierra Chart Excel add-in with the market depth MBO function, which allows for real-time market depth data retrieval. Are you kidding me? Maybe ChatGPT can give me this. It's almost as the exchange makes getting. I don't know, man. I kind of think that if I was using the Rhythmix API, and all it would be giving me is, here's what the updates look like. Here is the data that I'm getting, right? But Sierra Charts seems to have all sorts of complicated classes that they've created to, you know, use the functions that they've built, and that they're kind of giving you some access to it. But I'm not actually getting access to like the individual events. But some of it might just be that the documentation is kind of poor and the method names are kind of bad. So this is, it's got. You see, in NinjaTrader, they have an event-based architecture, essentially. So I can say, whenever a new order is received or whenever a new market depth update is received. Sierra Chart, it doesn't work that way, as far as I've seen. I mean, I know that it doesn't work that way for regular like order flow data. So I can only assume that it would be similar for market depth. See, the top response that I get for that search is a support board message instead of the documentation. Okay, but that function is there. Used to get the order ID and order quantity for working limit orders from the market data feed. This is called market by order data. Of course, it's written in PHP, so that's your first red flag. This includes all the working limit orders as provided by the ticks array size. I see. So this is all of the individual orders, but I want the individual updates. Currently, only market by order data that has an order quantity greater than or equal to 3 is transmitted and displayed in the trade chart DOM market orders columns. There's no support for recording market by order data or downloading historical market by order data. This is what I was looking at earlier. Okay. Get bid. Well, let's see here. Maybe I'm jumping ahead here. See, I don't think that I get like they have these, so like get bid market limit orders for price. They have some sort of an array back there that has all of the MBO orders in there, right? But what I want is the raw data. When this raw data event comes in, I process it, right? Oh, I'm not logged in. The SC symbol data structure allows you to monitor real-time market depth changes at the symbol level. By setting market depth data 1 in your settings, you can enable access to this data to retrieve market depth update. You can use this. This function returns the market depth entry at a specific level. That's still not it. If you require raw market depth events. So I don't think it can be done. I was sitting here like, if there's MBO data, why do they not have a stops study for CR charts? Well, so far my research is, well, it doesn't work. Their API doesn't allow it, because their API is not giving you access to the raw events. But I shall research more. I gotta get going, guys. So I'll see you tomorrow. Don't miss it. I think it should be a pretty important non-farms. In the meantime, stay excellent, team.